Hey, welcome back. I wanted to film a little video here about speed loaders versus quick strips or speed strips. So this is for anyone who owns a revolver. I've been doing a bunch of videos on this little guy. It is not loaded as usual. So I've never used either of these two devices before, but now that I do carry sometimes, I find that this is a good tool to have, and I've heard a lot about them on various YouTube videos and things like that. So generally there are two options. Obviously a small frame revolver like this only carries 5 shots, so reloading means popping out the spent cartridges and one by one putting 5 new bullets in there. And that can be a timely process in a dire emergency, or if you were in, some kind of a situation where you really needed to shoot more than 5 shots. So that's what these two devices are for. Now, let's see which one's better. So first of all, I ordered this one. This is a Speedloader, and this is by a company called HKS. It's a very popular brand. Show it to you there. Sorry about the lighting. It's dusk outside and I have a camera light here, so it's a bit unnatural looking. So this is HKS brand, and I'm going to empty it to show you how it works. You untwist it. Well, you unlock it by turning it clockwise, and they pop out. Okay, so basically how it's just got a very simple locking mechanism. It twists clockwise and counterclockwise. And this is the HKS 36. I don't know if you can see that. That's the model number. And this is kind of a generic, it's not generic, it's this particular one is supposed to be for like various different revolvers. Small frame Smith & Wesson 5-shot. It also works with the Ruger SP101. Obviously mine is a Taurus 605. Taurus 85, same type of gun, same frame size. So this is supposed to be for a bunch of, I think it'll also work with Rossi revolvers. So I ordered a couple of these from Amazon, and like I said, HKS is a very reputable company, so the reviews were good. And loading it is pretty simple. You unlock it, you just put your bullets in there. I'm loading it right now with 357 Magnum. I'll show you the box. This is a really old box of ammo. This thing's probably at least 15 years old. Remington high velocity, semi-jacketed hollow point. There we go. See if you can read it there. Yeah, 357 mag, 125 grain, semi-jacketed hollow point. Pretty beefy rounds, but when I do carry, this is pretty much what I throw in there because I've had these forever. So when you load those in there, they're all loose, and you're supposed to just be able to twist this little knob and lock it in place. Oh, I did it the wrong way, sorry. So I unlocked it, they all dropped down, and then I locked them in place. So now it won't come out. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna reposition the camera so that y'all can see the table here. And you don't have to look at my ugly face. Hopefully this will be a good enough positioning. So when you're loading a revolver, I mean, if you're watching this video, you're probably a newer shooter or you haven't used these devices before. You'd pop in the rounds like that. So what this is supposed to do is you basically just, see if I can line it up there so you can see it. It's supposed to line right up with the chambers. And as you notice, what happens is when you lock these in place with this particular one, I don't know if you can tell, but they're actually angled a little bit inward toward each other, so that, and they don't move around at all, which I kind of wish they had a little bit more motion there. But you get it kind of lined up. It's a very, very tight tolerance, and this is an aftermarket grip, by the way. This is the Hogue Unigrip or Monogrip. And it actually has a divot here, which really helps with the Speedloader because it doesn't get in the way. The stock grip, just to digress for a second, if you've watched my other video on the grip replacement on this gun, the stock grip actually has a ridge right here, And I tried using the Speedloader with the stock grips, and I don't think I managed to do it. It was very, very difficult because of that ridge was sticking up and it was getting in the way of the Speedloader. So these grips are better for using a Speedloader. But anyway, you just line it up, you kind of you get it in place. You don't have to shove it all the way down, and then you hold it in place, you twist it clockwise, and they fall out. Like I said, it's a very tight tolerance. Tolerance meaning there's just not a lot of space to work around here. So I don't know how quickly I could do that if I were in a life or death situation, but that's how that works. So I'm not going to take a lot of time explaining that. So the alternative, is the Speedstrip. This particular brand is called QuickStrips. And sorry, the packaging is torn up because I wanted to make sure I could test it before I started filming the video. And QuickStrips, I also got this one on Amazon. This had really good ratings. 2 of these little orange strips for about 10 bucks. Oh, by the way, price-wise, the HKS Speedloaders are 10 bucks or 11 bucks each. So these cost a lot less, 2 for 10. And each one holds, it's a universal one. As you can see by the packaging, it says it fits like a bunch of different calibers. It says it also fits, I don't know if you can tell there, but that's a rifle round. What I found, I'm going to actually unload it for you first, show you how it works. This is basically just a very pliable piece of rubber. Maybe it's silicone, I don't know, but it's tough, it's pliable. It's not quite as pliable as I was thinking it was going to be. It's a bit hard, kind of a hardened rubber. And it says caliber 38357 there. Got their website, which is smart marketing. It's got a little grip thing here so you can hold it. Per the instructions, you put it in the palm of your hand like this, and you rock the base of the cartridge in. What I have found is, I don't know if you can see there, but at the base of each one of those holes, there's a little cutout so that this thing can bend. And if I put the base of the cartridge sort of in one of those cutouts, it'll open it enough to make it easier for the backside to pop in. So you kind of rock it in like that. And it does take a little bit of work. This is not a fast, quick little pop it in. I suppose with practice it'll be a little bit faster. But let's just get them all in there. Oops. Here we go. Last one. Yeah, it's a very tight squeeze, especially on this bottom one. All right, there we go. So we got our rounds in there. So basically with this one loaded up, you could just toss this in your pocket, keep one of these in the truck, a couple of them in the truck. If you had 2 of these and your loaded gun in your holster, that's 15 rounds of ammo. That's a lot of firepower, especially with a 357 Magnum. And, compared to a Glock 19, or not 19, but like a 26, or like one of the small frame, semi-automatics, it's as comparable, if not more firepower. I'm not going to get into a debate which one's better or easier, but if you own a revolver, this would be a nice thing to carry in your pocket. It'd be easier to keep this in your pocket than this, absolutely. And also, because this doesn't have any moving parts, these are not going to fall out. I mean, there's no way you're going to accidentally have these things fall out of your pocket. This thing could, if you kept this in your pocket, it could get twisted and they could pop out. So let's talk about loading it now. So per the instructions, it recommends loading 2 at a time. So we would just kind of put 2 in like that, spin it around, and obviously you want to load it on the far side of the cylinder, so away from the frame. Last one like this, and there you go. So that was actually, for me, this was easier to use, the Speedstrip. So which one's better? You be the judge. I'm probably going to keep the Speedstrips, here we go, in the truck or in my pocket because they're easier. They're just very fast to load and less moving parts. But if you want the option, there's your Speedloader. I hope you found that helpful. Please like the video, comment, give me your opinion. Which one do you like better? Why do you like it better? and how do you conceal, how do you carry your ammo, all that good stuff. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and thanks for watching.